Hello and welcome to A New Beginning. This is a point-and-click adventure game, spiced up with some cinematic flair in its storytelling, and portrayed in a fashion evocative of a graphic novel style. Developed by Daedalic Entertainment, the German studio is well known for their adventure titles that depict a striking hand-painted visual palette. I am anticipating a visual feast with this one. In A New Beginning, the premise of the story is about this impending doom of the planet, brought about by a climatic cataclysm of sorts, which wreaks total havoc on the Earth, destroying all life as we know it, and pushes mankind to the brink of extinction. And in the very distant future, the remnants of humankind must send a team to travel back in time to find a solution in order to prevent this global catastrophe from happening and save our planet from its imminent destruction. Now, with all that information meticulously absorbed, let's jump right in.
You keeping an eye on the watch, Private? 300 seconds, and not a second to spare. And don't forget, never look directly into the sun. Brink.
280 seconds left.
Damn it. Looks like my measuring equipment is broken.
No, I'm afraid it's working perfectly fine. 240 seconds left.
We just received news from Antarctica, Machu Picchu, and Eastern Oceania. Their measurements match ours. We're expecting a solar flare similar to the Oswald flare from 2113 within the next 2 weeks. We all know that the terrestrial magnetic field can't protect us from a flare of this scale anymore. Our time is up.
It's not too late yet, Quaddy. We still have a chance.
Well, yeah, what about the Phoenix plan? We could escape.
The Phoenix plan is not an evacuation plan, Hardy. Quite the opposite. No. Salvador is right. A manipulation is our last chance.
What are they talking about?
Is the security of our pilots provided for by now?
Nigel, we are looking at certain death for every living thing in 2 weeks. We don't have a choice, I'm afraid. It's time we dare to take the final step. A step back to the past.
All right, an intriguingly cinematic opening. Let's go.
Curse it. Not again. I hope I have enough spare parts. It never ends, does it? Okay then, let's see what's wrong with this thing.
No tutorial required. Okay, here we are, somewhere in the wilderness of Norway, in the fjords, with Bent Svensson, a retired research scientist and a recluse, with his broken fogger.
My fogger.
He's really quite attached to the old girl. She's got quite the cold.
Sounds like something is wrong with the motor. It's closed. Aha! So that's the problem. The belt tore. But where can I get a new one?
Where indeed? V-belt.
This one's finished.
Kaput.
Maybe it can still be fixed.
Doubtful. Okay, so there's the belt in my inventory.
It's stuck. That would explain the torn belt.
Rusted.
Looks okay. The screw has been loose for a while now. It's impossible to fasten properly. It's useless. Away with it.
Away with you, foul screw. Beautiful landscape. He's picked quite the spot.
He feeds on the parasites in the wood, just not quickly enough.
What's he got against this poor bird?
Meta used to sit under that tree in the summer and read a book. It's a pity I have to chop it down. It will be a cold winter.
So who is Meta?
My back refuses to cooperate. And so do I.
Getting old and lazy there in your dotage, Bent. There's his little cabin.
In the past, we came here each summer. Meta hoped that we could grow old here together. Not much left of this dream. Only the house and I.
Meta must be his wife, who's left him or died.
The fishing rod was Dr. Angus' suggestion. It is very meditative, Bent. It will help you find peace. I've been sitting at the bank each morning since then, apathetically staring into the water. No, the fishing rod won't solve any of my problems, even if Dr. Angus says otherwise.
He's quite a grumpy and cynical chap, isn't he?
Wrong color for a coffin lid.
And gloomy too. Let's head inside. Take a look. Oh, it looks fairly comfortable. And homey. Looks like we've got quite a few things to look at. Let's start with the black box.
There's only crap on TV. Oh well, at least my mind will be empty when I go to bed.
That's what they're there for.
Chaos in the streets of Oslo. At 11 o'clock this morning, violent protesters stormed the European headquarters of the International Energy Inspection Agency. They protested the planned renewal of licenses for a total of 7 power plants operated by the controversial energy corporation Indes Industries. During the protests, some militant participants even managed to take hostages. A spokesman of the agency.
We were open to peaceful dialogue right from the beginning, but the current situation forces us to take drastic measures. The activists must understand that they can't force political decision-making with their illegal and extremist actions. If their actions have any impact on the decision at all, it will be a negative one.
Meanwhile, the first injured are taken away and the police are preparing for a long night. It will probably be one of the longest nights in an otherwise peaceful...
And the world keeps turning without me.
So we heard mention there of Indes Industries, which sounds like your typical dirty, greedy power company. Whew, I thought I could feel a draft. An evil conglomerate.
These are the self-help guidebooks Dr. Angus recommended. I wonder if she reads them herself before recommending them to her patients.
Probably not.
I'm not a screwdriver. Ways Out of Workaholism by Gunnar Larson. I don't know. At least a screwdriver is useful.
For fixing my fogger.
Sometimes Dr. Angus comes for a visit. That's why I have a second chair.
Oh, Bent, you've only got one extra chair for one visitor.
I'll take a break later, after I've fixed the fogger.
Yep, the fogger's at the top of the agenda today.
Oh, the bottles are still here. But then, who else but me should take them away?
You've certainly been putting them away. In your belly.
Our summer vacation to Italy. Meta beamed, like always.
Ah, there she is.
All I had on my mind was probably how to save the world. I wonder if we could have been happy if I had focused on our relationship instead of on our planet's future.
Well, the planet's future ranks pretty high.
Even during our trip to Italy, I was only thinking about my algae research. I can see it in my eyes.
Bent looks quite miserable, even on holiday in Italy.
I'm so sorry, Meta. I sacrificed both of us in the end, for a vision no one even cared about.
I think Meta was way out of his league. I don't know how he managed to score that kind of woman. I'm just playing. I'm sure Bent is really nice on the inside.
My team on the Atlas 11. We really thought the future of the world was resting on our shoulders.
Ah, so this is his research vessel that he goes out on expeditions?
I look tired, but happy. Don't look like that, boy. You can do all those things now your dad didn't allow when you were younger. You'll make it.
Okay, so Duvet is his son? Must say the resemblance is uncanny.
Don't worry, Lissa. I'll manage somehow.
It's like a mini version of Bent.
Not a photo for the press, obviously. If it were, Barney would look completely different.
Look at these mustachioed scallywags.
They represent the rest of the personnel. By now, the team has grown so much that neither Barney nor I know who works for us anymore. Works for him, that is.
Having a mustache was certainly all the rage on the open seas. Oh, what's this? Some odd bulge.
What's this? Something got stuck behind the picture. That looks suspiciously like... Well, well, look what I've found.
Well, well, indeed.
So this is where I hid it.
That's an odd hiding place.
I don't even remember hiding it here. Was I really that drunk?
I reckon. Judging by all those empty soldiers on the kitchen counter.
It only holds the basics.
The herbs and spices.
Rapeseed oil. Until some years ago, it was only good for lamp oil. Today we use it as salad dressing and to prove the bad energy balance of biofuels.
Well, it's mine now.
If I didn't have dinner in town, I would never meet any people at all. A full fridge would be social suicide.
I thought that was the point in traveling all the way out here.
A sad sight.
To get away from all the people. The hustle and bustle of city life.
I'll put that away tomorrow.
He's going to put the whole kitchen away tomorrow. More books.
These are the books Dr. Engust recommended so warmly. I put them next to the bed to increase the chance of reading them sometime.
I bet you that hasn't helped.
I should do that, but not today.
I've got a fogger that needs fixing.
My bed. At first, I tried to sleep in the bed Maida and I shared. Then I moved to Duva's bunk. My son takes care of my life's work, and I sleep in his old childhood bed.
Wow, Bent has really hit rock bottom. So he can't even sleep in the bed that he shared with his wife or girlfriend Maida, and now he's sleeping in his son's old bunk, and his son has taken over his life's work. Let's head back outside, in the fresh air. Just look at that beautiful wilderness. The water's a bit dirty though. Mr. Svensson has been neglecting his duties.
That's part of living near the water these days. I would have done that once, but it will not even take a week before it looks like this again. A Sisyphine labor.
Ah, here's some knowledge for you. In Greek mythology, Sisyphus was punished by Hades to roll a heavy boulder uphill, only for it to roll back down again, for all eternity. Therefore, a Sisyphine labor is something endless and futile.
This boat has seen better times, but it's still floating.
Great! You can take her out and do some fishing.
I told Dr. Angus that I find fishing abhorrent, so she suggested the fish trap.
So that's a no on the fishing.
I've already tried everything, but I really have no use for this thing.
Oh really? Not even to fix a broken fogger?
The basement, mausoleum of a failed life, and the only place where I can find spare parts for my fogger.
Haha, goody.
Well, it's locked. The plan was to leave everything behind.
Let's use our key.
The key to my old life. You can't get rid of some things as easily as you would like to.
The drunkenly hidden key.
How long haven't I been down here?
Oof, this place is grimy. I can already feel the cobwebs.
This is where my old life is buried.
Quite literally, under a cover.
Okay, let's take a look.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
There was even more lab equipment in here once. Barney took most of it back to the station so I wouldn't get any ideas and start working again.
I see you, Mr. Spider.
Hey, there was a screwdriver in there.
Sick.
I better take it.
Boink. Mine, I think. The screwdriver to fix all foggers.
How many summer nights did I spend down here, staring at the algae cells? Did I really believe I could change the world?
What is that electrical farting sound?
The temptation is great, but I promised Barney and Dr. Angus to enjoy my retirement. Enjoy, right.
There it is again. The electrics are going haywire.
How fitting. It stopped at 5 minutes to midnight. The symbolism is disquieting. On the other hand, 5 to 12 for all eternity is better than the clock striking midnight someday.
I think Bent enjoys being stuck in a rut.
When Maida saw me taking my files with me on vacation, she only laughed and said, "At least you can't have an affair with your secretary while your office is at home." Maybe it would have been better if she screamed at me for once, instead of always supporting me.
Sounds like he feels a bit guilty.
Studies about photosynthesis, construction plans for greenhouses, chemical data, I know them all by heart.
Anything else to investigate? Okay, let's investigate where this electrical farting is coming from.
I built the shed for Duva and Maida. I didn't want them to get in my way when I was working.
Oh, how thoughtful of you. Out of sight, out of mind, hey?
Duva's bike. That old thing. We made a tour down the fjord, along the coast, and down to the sea. At that time, the Atlas was being renovated, and while I was waiting for new assignments, I had all the time in the world to be a good dad. It's strange how things change.
This is quite the trip down memory lane.
An old bicycle tube.
Oh, this looks nice.
Not without proper tools.
Let's dismantle this thing. Yes.
Let's see.
Progress. Oh, who's this now? That's quite an entrance.
Hello?
Crap.
Now look what you made me do.
Yes.
Ben Svensson?
That's me.
Yes, that would be me. Wait, I'm coming.
Fix my electrics.
Maybe you could tell me what you were doing sneaking around this place.
You have questions, and I need answers. Oi, stop that.
You gave me quite a fright.
I didn't intend to. Are you Ben Svensson?
Yes, I am, but...
What is it you need from me?
What do you need?
I need your help.
You've come to the wrong place then. I am retired.
That's
But
right.
it's very, very important. Much
But
is
I'm
on
very,
the line.
very busy.
All right, but let me finish my work first. I hate to leave a job undone.
My fogger is busted, don't you know? It's a matter of great importance.
Do I know you?
I know your work. That is the reason why I need to talk to you.
Nothing can be important enough not to get an appointment first.
Are those your Hot Wheels over there?
Is that your helicopter out there?
It belongs to a friend, I think.
You're not sure?
Nice outfit. Are you military?
No, I am from a different organization.
You talk funny.
Please, wait a second. I am busy right now.
But
The sooner you let me finish my work, the sooner I will have time for you.
Don't come between a man and his fogger fixing activities. The music is quite lovely here. Nice ride.
Is that a satellite dish? Weird.
Some futuristic shit.
Whatever might be in there, it is none of my business.
You're not even the least bit curious? Finally, I can get back to the real business of the day. Fix this thing.
Cripes. Too long. It fits.
Of course it fits. Let's put a little bit of lubricant there.
It's completely rusted. Okay, that should work.
Nice. Okay, that wraps it up, I think. Let's start her up.
Right. That should do the trick.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
What?
Someone has to hold the shutter to keep the stupid screwdriver from popping out again.
Lady, I need assistance.
She looks distraught, and she wears this strange uniform. Who is she? And what does she want from me?
She's after my algae. Help!
I could use your help.
Is that really important?
Very.
I don't have much time.
If you really want my help,
Fine. What do you want me to do?
just come up here.
Hold my shutter thing, will you?
There we are.
What's this machine for?
The fogger keeps the wood fresh until winter. I need you over here. You must push down this shutter while I operate the switch over there. Do you think you can do that?
Of course. I'm ready.
Well then.
Let's get fogging. Better work this time.
Hey!
Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh no!
What? Stop! Stop!
The poor birdie.
Stop this!
Calm down, please. It's working as intended.
What are you doing? Are you mad? Turn off the machine right now!
That fogger is diabolical.
Oh, well, these things happen.
Oh, Bent, you inconsiderate buffoon.
But there's no alternative if you want to get rid of the vermin. And I need the wood for heating.
You are so stupid.
Oh, great. I've got a visit from Miss Hypersensitivity.
That scene.
Wait.
Wait. Is that your generic answer to every problem?
Huh?
Was completely ridiculous. Bent, I am so disappointed in your fogger. Killing birds. With smoke. Oh well, these things happen. Killing wildlife. Working as intended.
I don't believe it. She really buried the bird. Like a little girl.
He's kind of an asshole, this guy.
She looks distraught. Oh, come on. What's with all this fuss?
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you can't help me after all.
Help? Help with what, for Christ's sake? I am retired. I don't help anyone anymore. Oh, please, don't look so sad. Maybe it would be best...
Uh-oh.
What? What's wrong with you?
Water.
She doesn't look too good.
I need... water.
That's blood.
Please.
Ooh, dear.
I need some water, quickly.
Okay, I'm on it.
What now? Svensson.
Hello, Bent. This is Dr. Angus speaking.
Oh, this is my only
You
friend in the
sound
world.
stressed out.
He gives me books.
I have a visitor.
What did I tell you about stress?
Please, Doc. The woman doesn't feel well. She has a seizure or...
We've talked about this 1,000 times, Bent. Your do-gooder complex even earned you a stay in the hospital. You are not responsible for the whole world.
What? But
Please repeat. I am not responsible for the whole world.
I don't have time for your games right now. Woman is dying. Oh, I don't want to mess around with this therapist. Let's give her what she wants.
I am not responsible for the whole world.
That's it. Now, get some rest. Why don't you go fishing?
But I hate fishing.
Because I don't want to be part of the overfishing of the seas?
That's really annoying.
What did I tell you?
I am not responsible for the whole world.
Just remember that. I'll call you tomorrow.
Please don't.
So long.
Okay.
Yes, so long.
Okay, bye. Now then, back to business.
Okay, now, about you.
Sorry for the delay. That was my therapist. She worries.
Why don't you tell me what brings you here?
What brings me here? Okay. Mutual trust. My name is Faye. I am a time travel pilot. Confrontation. I come from the future. Mankind is facing extinction.
What's that? What are you talking about? And what is that note for?
Guidelines for trans-temporal contacting. I told them I couldn't do this.
No. Are you serious?
Salvador was right. Talk is useless.
Oh, please. Give me a break. Fine, you are from the future. Or from the Muppet Show. But what's that got to do with me? What do you want from me?
Your research.
Nonsense.
In my time, mankind is dying. Animals are dying, trees. The whole world is dying. Your research could prevent that.
I'm not responsible for the whole world.
Oh, but you are, Bent. Actually, you are the only one who can help me. The only one who can stop the worst from happening. You, Bent. And you alone are responsible for the whole world.
Can you repeat that to my therapist?
You can't know that, but in 500 years from today, the world is a wasteland. Everything is destroyed. The surface uninhabitable. The last survivors live in bunkers below ground, and mankind teeters on the brink of extinction.
Well, that's fascinating.
Do you believe me?
Yes. Yes, of course.
That's not convincing.
See?
Okay, this is the team from the opening cinematic. This bold chap right here, he's El Jefe.
This man, the bald one. He looks important.
That's Quadi, our commander. His task is to keep everyone in the colony alive. I think it was hard for him to send us on such a difficult mission.
And this portly chap on his left, that's her friend.
Nigel is my mentor. He took care of me after my parents died.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. What happened to them?
They were wind scouts. They miscalculated the vertical pressure of the toxosphere. The kites held, but the anchor tore.
That... sorry to hear that.
That's okay. You couldn't know.
And this is our mysterious new friend, Faye.
You don't look very happy.
I'm nervous. After all, I'm supposed to save the world.
I guess everyone believes that at some point.
And these two gentlemen here were the ones flying up into the toxosphere?
Who is that?
That? Oh, that's Salvador. He was in Norway too. I'm sure you'll meet him soon.
And he comes from the future as well?
Yes. Yes, of course. Where do you think the picture was taken?
On a space station? On Mars?
Don't be ridiculous. You'll understand soon. Oh, that is Delvin. He is something like a prodigy. He fixed the Numator on his own, before anyone even knew that the thing was broken. Delvin gets along with everybody.
He looks scared.
We all were, each in our own way.
And this is the guy who suggested using the Phoenix plan?
This is Hardy. He was sent to the Zwiebelberg to talk to the rulers there.
And where's that supposed to be? In Neverland?
I'm not sure, but I don't think that's where it is.
Who's the woman in the red sweater?
Sadi. She's my best friend. She went to South America.
On a student exchange?
No, we don't have things to exchange. All this materialism was what doomed the world in the first place. We don't need all that in the future. We just want to survive.
All right, never mind. It was a misunderstanding. Please calm down.
Dina and Joseph were eager to go to Europia. After the mission, they wanted to see the art there. I don't know.
So you are not into art?
I just don't see how that can help with saving the world. Joseph spent a lot of time in the archives. That was where he learned everything there is to know about the world.
That must have been quite a lot.
Oh, well, not that much really. But he must have read everything that was still legible at least 100 times.
Okay, so that's the team.
Pretty costumes. So why are you doing this?
You still don't understand? In our time, the world is coming to an end. The catastrophe is too far advanced. We are time travel pilots. We were sent to the year 2050 to stop the climate change.
Excuse me?
We wanted to redress the mistakes of mankind, but we miscalculated.
Faye, are you still alive?
I'm not sure. Doesn't feel like it.
Stop joking. We are here.
How do you know without...
Take me to your leader.
Did you just say that?
Ouch! Damn it.
You okay? Don't touch the shell.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. I know that now.
Say hello to the year 2050.
Hello. Okay, here we are, in the year 2050 it seems.
Hello, 2050.
It's hard to believe, isn't it? We really made it to the past.
Cool, we time traveled.
Wow, you can see the sky.
And breathe in the air. Yikes! The air tastes strange. Leaden.
Leaden air. Yeah, 2050 looks a little worse for wear.
Somehow, the golden past looked different in my imagination. Less dirty.
I hope the other teams didn't end up on a garbage dump as well.
We haven't a minute to lose.
We should get started immediately.
When have you become so dutiful, Faye?
Since
Did
the world went to shit.
Jump change you that much? But you are right. You should set up the time radio antenna while I look around.
Nigel?
What now?
What exactly do you want me to do?
Set up the time radio antenna, of course. Did you fall asleep during the briefing? You can find the antenna in the capsule's storage compartment. There should be a manual there somewhere as well.
Maybe I shouldn't have skipped training.
Is there anything else you wanted to know?
I don't feel like it.
How about this? I take a look around, and you set up the antenna.
You were trained to operate the time radio transmitter, not me. Anything else?
What are we doing here?
What exactly is our mission?
We search out the political leaders, take them to task, and convince them to take more care of the planet.
That's the plan?
Yes, that's the plan. Why?
That sounds overly simplistic. How can it possibly fail?
What if it's already too late?
You want to know if our calculations were wrong? Then you should get down to setting up the antenna. We must make contact with the other teams. It's the only way to find out where the world really stands in 2050. Anything else?
Okay, I'll get right on that, Nigel.
Nothing.
Antenna.
See you later.
I'll be right back.
I don't believe a word of this madness.
Please listen to me, Ben.
Ridiculous.
I was told to set up the time radio antenna to contact the other teams.
Okay, this seems like a good place to wrap up this episode. In the next one, we'll see about getting this antenna set up and find our footing in this ruined 2050 landscape. Until next time, this is Faye, and Bent Svensson. Signing off.